Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another flight sim video. Today I'm doing a flight that I wanted to do for a few months, but every time I've done it I've had issues with flight sim, so let's see if we can get it done this time. So we're flying from Amsterdam, Schiphol, the Netherlands to Princess Juliana down to, in St. Martin. So this will be a pretty cool flight. I'm going to try and do this video in two parts. The first flight from Amsterdam to Princess Juliana, and then they do a ferry flight over to, it's called Tango November Charlie Charlie. I think it's Hato International, where they refuel, and then they fly from there back to Amsterdam. So I think I'm going to do this flight and then probably the takeoff to Hato International in the second video of the landing there, and then the takeoff and landing at Amsterdam. So we'll see how it goes. So this first flight should be 8 hours, 45 minutes. Climbing up to 340, initial 0 fuel weight. We're at 492,000 pounds. Not too heavy, not too light. So, catering service is putting on all their food, and we just got the FMC to program, load some passengers, and taxi out. So, let's head into the cockpit. Okay, so we're about 20 minutes before departure. Some doors open here. I can close that one actually because catering service is done. We're on EPU power. And let's start program in. Exit view here. Alright, so we're at company route from PFPX, Amsterdam to TNCM. And we are KLM785 KL. Taking off 36 left. We're following the Goal 1 Zulu. Arriving the RNAV, and where's our transition? Manalo? Yes. Manalo. It might be in there twice. Let's see. We'll deal with that. We'll do that later. Our transition altitude 3,000. Cool. 0 fuel weight. Cool. Reserves 8.1. Cost index 132. What did I say? 340. D rating to take off to plus 46. And I'm gonna go climb 1. Taking off. Flaps 20. Boom. And acceleration height. Let's go 3,000. It's V1138, rotate 151, V2 164. And runway heading 003. Initial climb 6,000. Cool. So I'm going to take terrain, data, and then weather later. Step climbs, do we have any? Yes, we do. So at Bedra, stepping 360. And at 3940, stepping 380. And 3150, 400. And that is as high as we're stepping to. So I'm going to turn on seatbelt sign, lock the flight deck door, and request boarding. Packs are on, good stuff. So we're going to leave that on takeoff, eggs, and I think all left to do is wait to board. There's the bus. So I'm just going to stand by and wait for these people to board. There we go. We'll put left flight director right. Good up there. Auto brake RTO. On. Alright, close up some doors. Progress page. Doors are closed. Go to engine page. Okay. Prepare for pushback and departure. Ice warning. No, because there is no precipitation reported. We want to go nose left, tail right. Beacon on. Pressurize the fuel pumps. And also hydraulics. And engine generators can go on. Brakes released. And start clock. So once they complete the pushback, the marshaller will give us the all clear to start engines. Parking brake set. And now we'll turn off packs. Where's he gone? There he is. Here we go. Alright, since we have the auto start with the GE engines, we can just turn fuel on and start 3 and 4. There's starter cutout. And fuel on. Start 1, 2. That sounds so nice. Alright, there's starter cutout. We can turn on the last hydraulic. And flaps 20. Cool. Control surface check. Packs can go back on. trim, 4.8. Cool. And we can turn that off. Taxi light can go on. Runway turn-offs. We can ditch the APU. We are good up there. Recall. Flaps set. Didn't miss anything this time, did I? Yes, I did. Transponder. Though it doesn't matter, I'm not on bat sim or anything. I think that is it. We're good to go. Brakes released. Turn the weather radar on. Ooh, a little bit of a cell there. So, to runway 36, we're going to take this left, cross Alpha onto Bravo, and what is our next taxiway? Pull up my chart. Kind of a long taxiway up to 36 left. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Cross Charlie, cross Delta. Nope, excuse me. We're going to right on Charlie. Cross 36 center. And over bridge, down taxiway, and we'll be there. I'm not sure what's going on with this. The Aerosoft Amsterdam scenery isn't exactly for P3D. I had to port it over with the migration tool, so there's going to be some bugs. So like I said, there's some issues porting over the scenery like this. I'm just going to pretend that's not in the middle of the runway. Auto throttle on, LNAV, VNAV. Alright. Parking brake set. Auto brakes RTO, flaps set. Weather radar on. I don't think I have data on. Auto throttle on. LNAV, VNAV. Strobe. Brakes released. That's great. Landing lights on. Start the clock. We are good to go. Toga.
V1. Rotate.
That's a rake, you're up. Flaps 10. On power. Flaps 5. Passing transition. Go up to flap 1. Next, you keep it at 250 for this turn. Intervene that all the way to 340. A little bumpy. Look at this shadow. So cool. Alright, turn on Command A to level out. Command A, passing 10,000, landing gear off, landing lights off, runway turn off, taxi, and I think we're good to go up here. Yep. So we'll just let the autopilot carry out the departure. And now we're going to just sit back and enjoy the flight. I don't know why this one doesn't change. Yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the flight, enjoy some views, and talk to you in about 8 hours. And here we are again. 8 hours, 13 minutes later, still here. So we have just over 113 miles left to run. Our arrival's already programmed. We're all good there. So let's program some more stuff. So our minimums be 700 for the RNAV approach. Go. And our pressure is 29904. Good. We'll be taking auto brake 4. Cool. Good. Program some landing weights. Landing weight will be that should be good. Let's see. Landing flaps 30. Descent transitions 5,000. Descent winds 320 240 160 and 080. So we're at 278 at 64. 279 at 47. 248 at 13. And 106 at 17. Boom. With that progress page. So probably another 10 minutes to top a descent. Well, I guess I'm just destined to never fly into this airport without having some sort of issue. My building had a power surge, therefore had to restart P3D. Lost our time, we were at about 8.5 hours, so I already reconfigured the approach, minimums, everything already reconfigured, so just gotta wait to land. Give it a little speed brake here. I don't really like that tailwind that much. Alright, 10,000. Landing lights, turn-offs. Just loading in the scenery there, it's dropping some frames a little bit, but it'll smooth out. Alright, so we're gonna hit this decel point, start getting some flaps out for this turn. Get to be at 1700 by lessor. So I'm gonna be pretty much fully configured by then. Get some flap, speed brake. I'm actually going to go flap 1 because we're well within the limitation. Standard pressure. not standard pressure, rather. Bring out flaps 5, profile to 1700. Spray brakes can come in. Fix EZdok. Camera keeps shifting. Alright, flaps 10. I'm gonna drop the gear. Flaps 20. Flaps 25. And I'm actually gonna stay plus 10 on this speed because we're at a 20 knot headwind. So I'm gonna go full flaps. Runway is in sight, right there. Arm speed brake. Flaps are down, gear is down. Next you're gonna slow it up to +5. So we get to minimums and take over.
1,000.
So you're right here.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing. too high.
300.
There we go.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Knots. Pressure's in. And manual braking. Nice. Well, I'd give it a B. So we're gonna go all the way to the end and then spin it around. Oh, didn't turn the seatbelt sign on. Oops. Here's Charlie. And turn off landing lights. And strobe. So Alpha 2 should be I think GSX has it incorrect. Maybe. I'm just gonna follow the actual taxi sign, the parking spot. Taxi light off. Oh no, it's correct. There's the tug. Good enough. I'm not going to go any closer. Alright, parking brake set. Switch over generators. And engines off. Fuel pumps can come off. And hydraulics. Generators. beacon. Is there a jetway? And it works. Awesome. Seatbelt signs can go off. And get some doors. Cargo doors. As soon as this thing stops moving, we'll open the passenger door. Which it just did. Door open. And request deboarding. So there it is, our flight from Amsterdam down here to St. Maarten. I think our ground time for our next flight is probably a few hours. I'm going to set that up in PFPX, load that in, and get right back in the air. That flight should only be about an hour. And like I said, I think for this first part, I'll just have the takeoff and part of the cruise. And in the second video, the descent, landing there, and then the takeoff and the landing back to Amsterdam. So we'll be back in the cockpit shortly. Alright, so our ground time was actually about 45 minutes. So like I said, I created the flight plan, PFPX. I reloaded fuel, passengers, and all it's left to do is program the FMC. So we are TNCM to TNCC. Flight number the same, KL785. They use that number the entire route. Runway 10? Yes, 10. Departing runway 10 on the Mordor, that's what it is. Dandy transition. Arriving west, right? Yes. West, ILS 11. Transition. I'm going to leave the transition to the ILS off for now. But our transition for the star is Cinda. So, transition should be 6,000, 5,000, and then 2,500. Yep. 5,000. Zero fuel weight. We're a little bit lighter than we were in Amsterdam. I put on less passengers. 7.8 reserve. Cost index 132. Cruise. I believe we're going all the way up to flight level 400. Takeoff 2. Plus 74. Nope. 74. Climb 1. Flaps 20. Acceleration height 3,000. So V1 108, VR 120, V2 140. Put that in. 4T. Runway heading 096. Initial climb is 4,000. Boom. 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 And we got about 15 minutes before we leave, so I'm going to load the passengers as I'm finishing. I'm not going to take catering service. I looked it up. The reason they fly to St. Maarten and then to Hato International, they run right so short here. They have to fly down there, refuel to their full amount, or their amount required to get to Amsterdam, and they get their catering service there and all that. So that's the ideology behind it, which I thought that was cool. Flight directors, Orbx RTO, seatbelt sign on, and I'm going to start the APU, turn the packs on. Let's see. Leave that on the takeoff page. So we're going Cinda. Let me see. Cinda at Jill's. We'll leave it. That's fine. Alright. Should be all set up in here. Bags are starting to upload. Boarding completed. Alright, close up some doors. Ground support. Ground power. APU generators are on. Ground power disconnect. Ground air disconnect. And progress page. Cool. Doors are closed. Can move the jetway. And I think we're ready to go. A little bit early. Alright. Prepare for pushback and departure. I want nose left, tail right. Want to start engines? No. Beacon on. Dude's just sliding. Huh. That's great. Pressurize some fuel pumps. don't think we need the override on. No. Brakes released. Pressurized hydraulics. Engine generators can come on. And packs off. Alright. So we'll turn the fuel on for 3 and 4. Auto start is on. Start engines. Forgot to start the clock. And there's starter cutout. And 1, 2. Parking brake set. Cool. And hydraulics on. Packs back on. And we'll set flaps 20. Control check. Set trim 3.6. And transponder on. Terrain and then data. Data, weather. And we'll turn off the APU. Auto throttle disconnect, that's fine. Think we're set. Lights. And we're good. Alright, so we can arm the auto throttle, arm LNAV and RNAV, or LNAV VNAV. Alright, so I'm going to keep it rolling onto the runway. So I'm going to turn the strobe on. This will be a tight turn here. Yeah, come on. Good. Parking brake set. Landing lights can go on. All set there. Alright. Change over one thing real quick. Alright. Here we go. Toga. And all the people on the beach are getting pelted with sand.
V1. Rotate.
Positive rate. Gear up. And the right turn.
Caution, terrain.
Yes, I'm aware. Flaps up. We're all the way up to flight level 400. $4,000 was our initial climb because we have to be above 4,000 by Modor, but we already are, so we're good. And flaps up. Down at pressure. And Command A. So gear can go to off. Landing light can get turned off. See if we got some good views. So we'll make this turn and clean up the lights and everything. $10,000 lights. We'll level out and turn seatbelt sign off. Didn't start the clock again. Nice job. Alright. Seatbelt sign, auto. And I guess that should be the end of this video. So the next one, we'll have the descent into Hato, the takeoff back to Amsterdam, and the landing. So should be a pretty enjoyable flight back to Amsterdam. I like landing there. So thank you again for watching.